Hello everyone and welcome to our return to Moria Survival Guide. We are making some new weapons, and dawn is at hand, but we are making new weapons because I gotta tell you, the Lower Deeps is like it's a pretty rough place, and you definitely want to get some better weapons and armor as quickly as you can just to survive all the different threats that are down there because they're extensive and they're mean. They're very unpleasant to deal with. So the first weapon that you could potentially make, depending on how you're playing, how you're proceeding, is the First Age Sword. And I'm not 100%, I don't remember exactly how to unlock this. You'll have to forgive me on that. I'm not sure if you have to pick up like a silver ingot or a silver ore or build the gem cutter. I feel like I unlocked it when I made something, so like just follow my survival guide, and that'll unlock at some point when you make something. And so that's the best I can do for you. I do apologize on that. But it is like, I know it's something that is unlocked when you make something else. Basically, it's like a byproduct, if you will. You don't have to like repair any statues or anything for this particular item. It's just something that unlocks either when you pick up one of the kind of like one of the resources that are in the lower deeps, or it's when you make something that you also get from the lower deeps. It's something to do with the lower deeps, I promise that. But anyway, when you do get the recipe unlocked, you are going to need to, you can just make it in the forge, thankfully. A lot of these other weapons require a different type of forge, which we'll get into later on in the week when we cover those different weapons and armor types. But this one you can make in the forge, which is why I kind of like, I say it's like a really good starter one for the lower deeps area anyway, just because you can just make it in any type of forge. And you don't have to worry about getting past a certain type of enemy to get access to the next tier of forge. So the First Age Sword, here it is. If you want to make it, these are the resources that you will need: 3 silver ingots, 1 ruby, 4 abyssum wood, and then 1 leather. The ruby you can get by killing orcs down in lower deeps. They tend to drop them. I think you can also find them like in the chests at the various kind of like orc outposts that are down in the lower deeps too. When you like chop down the totem and you get the key and you unlock the chest that's there. I have seen some rubies in those chests. So keep an eye out for those. And then leather you can make in the loom with I believe it's hide. So and I have a video on that too if you're not sure the process of how to get all that involved. So refer to that if you're a little unclear on leather. But once you have all these items, you can craft it, which we're going to do because I want a new sword desperately. We're going to put our other sword away. I guess I'll just put it where I've been keeping all my old stuff here. Go right there. Nope, right there. Thank you. And then here's our First Age Sword. Put that there. And if we take a look at this guy, the First Age Sword, there we are. It is a one-handed weapon, tier 3 slashing. So we're in our tier 3 stage now, because I believe the steel sword was just a tier 2. So it says an ancient design that weaves steel and silver into this double-bladed weapon, slashes wide against multiple enemies, charge for a bonus against a single foe. So much like the previous swords in the collection, the First Age Sword, like, it's really good against, if you're grouped up and you got a bunch of enemies around you, you can hit all of them usually with like with a few swipes here. And then if you want to charge it up, because if you're just fighting like one individual, you can just do a quick little slash like that to do so a decent amount of damage. And obviously, since it's one-handed, use a shield with it if you'd like, because you can protect yourself rather than using your blade to defend yourself, in which case you're kind of decreasing its durability. So use a shield, I would say, if you would like. Anyway, I think it's a pretty decent strategy for one-handed weapons in general, really. But that is about it for the First Age Sword. It does pretty good damage. I've played around with it a little bit down in the lower deeps. It's really good against goblins. It kills orcs a lot faster too. So I would say before you explore too deep in the lower deeps, make yourself the First Age Sword. It's just gonna make your life down there a lot easier. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I wish you all the luck with your killings down there. And until next time, keep surviving and keep thriving.